Hello, welcome to the channel. It's your host, Echo, top 10 player and fanboy of this game. I would say. I mean, I really like this game. Can't get away from it. It's one of my favorites, and yeah, you're gonna see why. Because I'm naturally good at it. So, I'm gonna be just playing Stick War Saga, and I'm gonna be walking you down my thought process and how to beat my deck mostly, because I mean, I don't know the insides and outsides of my deck. Well, at least not the outsides, but I can teach you how to play my deck, and I think that's good enough. So right now we're just waiting for. You can see my deck at the bottom. I'm not gonna explain why it's good exactly because I'm not the smartest player in all of reality. I just find what works and I go with it. But yes, what I have right now is actually I might start explaining it. It's gonna take a little bit, but so what I have right here is basically Bash and Rush Mage Kill. If you know what Bash and Rush is, I mean, you might not be the most pro player in the market, but yeah, basically Bash and Rush Mage Kill. Now the reason it's Bash and Rush is because you can notice, you notice those sickles and you notice those Spiriton, and you notice that there is tower spawn. I don't know. I remember what it's called. Secret tunnel. That's what it's called. So when you notice those three things, you can be sure that it's Bastion Rush, special Bastion Rush, basically. Fancy, a little bit fancier. Okay, so I see that he's playing Vamp, which means he could be playing. There are a couple of matchups he could be playing right now. He could be playing. He could be playing with Archer. He could be playing with Sickles. He could be playing with Sword Wrath. You don't see Vamp with Deads or Crawlers because they don't do very much at all for them, because it's like, what, a 5% boost, and Crawlers don't do very much damage. 5% is like 0.5 of, I don't even know. How much do Crawlers do? I don't even know. But the point is, it's not going to be very useful. So as you can see, he's running Archerdons, but I don't quite know what deck he would be playing. He could be playing Shadow Rep, but honestly, that's not a good variant to be playing with. A variant with Archers, that's just not a very good variant. I mean, I don't know exactly why, but it's just not very good. I mean, yes, I do. There are just so many better options to play with Archers, like much better mythicals than Vamp, and you just don't want to be playing that. Like, you can be playing Glacial, you can be playing Blazing Bolts, but Vamp is like so down the road. It's just not very good. I wouldn't recommend it, at least. So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I want to start rushing, but depending on this army, I'm a little bit nervous what he's gonna play. Let's just start right now. So I'm gonna be spacing them out. You will notice, yeah, you're gonna notice I'm spacing them out a little bit, and that's because Castle Archers have AoE damage. Basically, they attack in a radius rather than single target, like most of these units here. So, yep, doesn't look like he's holding up anything or coming up with anything sneaky. But yeah, I'm gonna retreat prematurely because I don't want my sickle stack to get so much damage stacked on top of it, because that damage will build up in the future, and I do not want that happening. So yes, it looks like some type of Shadow Rip variant, and that is very dangerous for me because this is a semi-Bastion Rush deck. I mean, you're still using Rush tactics on it, and it's just not very good for me to continue this Rush tactic that I'm using. Now, I do kind of want to use a little bit of some tactics here, but not all too many. I don't want to absorb myself in the Rush. Yes. So I want to be a little bit cautious here, because Archers are a counter to Mage Kill, which is what I meant. Yeah. And while while he does have Archers, he's also running Archis, which means he does a lot of damage. He has a high DPS, right? Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm running my mage kill to their archers. Why? Because I have this little thing known as, what is this? Mana Burst. I have Mana Burst. And Mana Burst basically makes mage kill a living bomb. And that's usually enough to kill archers. So that is my thought process behind that. Okay, let's see if I can snag that one. No, I can't. What's he doing? Oh, crap! He's so dead. Come on. How did that not... Okay, it did. It did. Okay, so here I have a little bit of advantage because his archers, he was really relying on that a little bit. But I was also relying on my Thera. So it's going to be a little bit harder to defend and attack. So the reason I want to attack early is because archers, as I said before, counter mage kill. So I don't want them building up a ton of archers before I can deal with it. Plus, he's going to recharge archers a little bit faster than I am. So I want to get there before he does it. I want to get a little bit of chip damage on him. Eventually that chip damage will build up, and I will take the win. However, he can run chip damage on my mage kill. Why? Because I don't have a healing source. That's why it's very important when you're running mage kill. Remember this. When you're running mage kill, you want to also run a good healing source, a very consistent healing source. Now, you won't always be able to do that, but it's a very important idea to make the best mage kill deck you can to be running one of those. Yes, so you see that? You see what happened there? All of his archers immediately exploded. Why is that? Because of Mana Burst. Without Mana Burst, mage kill becomes significantly weaker. So you always want to run that when you're running mage kill. Okay, so you remember that? So when you have mage kill, you want to run Mana Burst. You want to run a good healing source. And as you can probably have inferred, you also want to run a good rush deck along with it, which is why I'm running Bash and Rush at the same time. Okay, so why is that? Why do you want to run a rush deck at the same time? Well, you want to rush the same... oh, shoot. That was a terrible seller. But you want to run a rush deck at the same time, like, along with your mage kill, because you want a good option against giants. So, if you know a little bit more about Stick War, you might be wondering, well, why aren't you just doubling into going against archers? Because archers are almost a hard counter to mage kill. Well, you want giants. You want to be able to counter any type of giants. So because mage kill, that's one of the few cards that mage kill have a really tough time going up against. But giants are a lot more expensive than mage kill because instead of having their material spread out, giants have to go for one material, and that's gold. Gold is universally used by like almost all the units in the game. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to get giants, but getting a stack of giants will absolutely murder mage kill because you can user control the giant, and you can put it in the back of their mage kill stack, and you can attack their mage kill. And the mage kill can't really do a lot because the giants have a lot of health, especially with monstrosity. But you don't need monstrosity as much as you do with mage kill. Mage kill really needs Mana Burst. So yeah, that's why you want to be running rush. But if you really believe that you're not gonna run into any giants, then it'd be completely okay with basically running Spirit. Well, basically running Turtle Mage Kill. But as you can see, I like to be able to respond to a lot of different threats. So that's why I'm using this deck. I think it's very versatile as a deck. Alright, gotta show my respect. I didn't catch their mythic that they're running. Hopefully it wasn't important. Hopefully it gets shown in this first one. Okay, let's see what mythic they're running. Okay, it doesn't look like they're running any mythic. Okay. And I know this because their archers aren't boosted. I mean, they could be running Vault, but yeah, actually they could be running Vault. So how I want to deal with that, Vault takes a little bit of time to set up, so you can smoke them, you can beat them out before. they do that. Now here's something. Here's a telltale sign. Notice how he tried to go for my minors for a second there. You notice that? That like one thing. But yes, notice how he tried to go for my minors. That shows that he's not doing vault, because after you obtain tower with vault, you kind of want to go immediately to UC mining, as you see I was doing there. UC means user control if you aren't internet savvy like I am. But yeah, as in tune with the with everything. I don't know, but yes, it's important to roll out as fast as possible, which is why I'm attacking so soon. Because you don't want to get caught out with archers, with mage kill, because one good archer stack and you are donezo. Notice I'm also getting Thera as quick as possible, along with everything, because Thera just synergizes really well with the entire deck. Yes, I'm going to attack right now. Why? Because I have Spiriton right here, and I can shove this Spiriton in their face, in their DPS's face. This is a problem because he can user control Kyuju, and Kyuju has massive damage. Like, even without, like, usually archers do a lot of damage too, but Kyuju does, like, blows them out of the water. So it's more friendly using user controlling Kyuju for the enemy. So I don't want to get most of my sickle stat caught. So you're gonna notice, despite mage kill getting absolutely murdered by archers on their own, I'm still getting mage kill along with my sickle Spiriton stack, as you'll see there. The reason is because they kind of whoop. They really whoop Spiriton fairly easily, honestly. So I mean, that's just a huge plus that I want if I want to get to their if I want to break through their defenses quickly. But also because, I'm running a rush deck, but also because I also want to increase my chances in taking out their archer stack when they build up an archer stack, hypothetically. Which is why I'm still running sickles, of course, which I'm still training sickles, because these sickles do high AoE damage, and that is very valuable in a game with only really single target attackers. So yes, not many. So, but you will notice, you might think, oh wow, why aren't we using more AoE? Why isn't that meta? Why aren't mage kill meta right now? But that's because most of the time, if you gather up a lot of single attackers, if you spam them basically, they will be. If you spam a lot of them, then they'll do. Oh shoot, that was a terrible stutter. I'm a little bit nervous, but yes. If you get a huge stack of just single attackers, it's basically the same thing as AoE. You know what I mean? So you want to watch out for that a little bit. Watch out for that a little bit. I don't even know. I don't even remember what I was talking about. So yes, let me check the leaderboard. I am top 10, or I'm usually at top 8, which is where Taha is right now. I don't know how 7th became open. I think somebody left or something. Maybe somebody got reset. But usually I'm right here. I'm right in front of Taha, which is pretty cool. I think we'll run one more game, and then I'll actually go through my thought process, because I think so far I've been just rambling. So maybe we'll do it. This also looks like a actually good player. Yeah, that's a pretty decent player. So you want to remember, don't get discouraged in this game, okay? You're watching this. I don't know why you're watching this, but chances are you're trying to get better, and you're on the Discord server. If you're not on the Stickword Discord server already, I would recommend it. But chances are you want to get better, and you're looking for the most optimal deck to play that'll get you the most wins. But I'm here to tell you, no, don't do that. I think that is a surefire way to remove your passion of any game. Just playing to win. You don't want to do that, okay? Like, become good with a deck that you like to play. And I've seen this getting circled around. People are going, "Oh, I'm losing so many times," and but I'm still enjoying it. But I want to win more. And I think it's just practice. Like instead of changing your deck, just practice. I'm saying a lot, but I mean I'm trying to bring this message across for you to listen to it. If you play a game just because you like the wins, you're not going to be able to play that game for like a long time and still enjoy it. You want to truly capture having fun. I think you need to just play what you like to play and just be okay with losing. You win some, you lose some. This game has a pretty annoying rank system, but I mean, sometimes you gotta lose. You gotta be extra risky to really become great at the game. Okay, so I kind of got caught up in a rant and a tangent. So I'm a little bit slow, which might cost me the game, but we will see. Yes, so he already has a tank. He already has a tank up protecting his Archidon. I'm gonna send these two forward because I want tower because I have secret tunnel, and that's really important. I mean, it synergizes with the entire deck, and yes, that is why I want secret tunnel right here, right now. Okay. I also got tempo a little bit slow. I'm moving a little bit slow this game. You will notice. That is bad. Kind of bad. I mean, it's not all too important when you're running a deck like mine, but like it's semi-eternal, it's semi-not, but it's pretty important, I would say. Try not to don't use me as a role model. I mean, I've seen some people in the Discord server say like, "Oh, Echo does like this real well. I'm trying to play the same deck as Echo because I want to be like him or something." I don't know, but I mean, don't look up to me. I don't play optimally. It makes me very nervous. You don't want me losing, do you? I mean, maybe you do because you're an enemy, but yes, it makes me very nervous because I feel like I should play a lot better than I am currently, and I don't like playing very good. I mean, I like messing around. I mean, I fail a lot of the time. I lose a lot. I'm not exactly the best player, but I'm top 10 somehow. I'm mostly here just because I like playing this game. So that's what I'm trying to emphasize. You playing this game because you enjoy it, because it got me here. I mean, I feel like that's proof enough. Okay, so I'm user controlling my mage kill so quickly, so early, because I don't want him targeting on the Rift Rider first thing, and kind of almost taking up more time than he needs to. Yeah, so now whenever you're fighting mage kill, the top one priority is not allowing those mage kill to A, touch your miners, because that absolutely kills your longevity, and B, let them touch your statue, because if you let them touch your statue, it's gonna be really hard to get them off. They have minions, the Spirit are coming in, the fodder is coming in. You don't want the mage kill to touch your tower. So yeah, a little bit boring session today. I got a little bit of elo, which is always a little bit fun. Yeah, would you look at that? 4 wins, and I lost 2. Those were very sad wins. I'm actually kind of sad about those, but yes, 4 wins. Now you kind of see my thought process. I gave some advice on how to keep your love for games, but yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you sincerely enjoy Secret Saga and continue to play it. I mean, this game needs players. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but yeah. All right. See.